What's going on, guys? It's Troydan here. And today, we're going to be looking at the largest bodybuilders ever. Bodybuilders, fake bodybuilders, I guess. Some of these men might not be real, as in they're not natty, as in they probably have oil in their muscles. I have not seen this. Link in the description below. Make sure to sub 30 times. Let's see some juiced out dudes. Never thought I'd say that.
Almost 60 years old.
Why is this only in one ear?
Bodybuilding has been around since at least the 19th century, when the father of modern bodybuilding,
Oh man, he dead. Oh, Coleman, Ronnie.
putting
Wait.
on what he called muscle display performances.
Look at that dude, man. I'm more
Pretty
jacked than
soon,
him.
These performances turned into contests, and they spread all over the world. But they didn't achieve meaningful
Oh,
mainstream
jeez,
success
the Hulk.
until the 1970s, when a man came from Austria with a dream and turned bodybuilding into
That
a
The Rock?
worldwide phenomenon.
I mean, it's terrific, right?
I'm kidding. I know it's
So,
Arnold
I'm in
Schwarzenegger.
heaven.
But he didn't do it naturally, and neither did the millions of people who
Yeah,
tried to
no
emulate.
shoot.
After becoming one of the
They
biggest
did not
movie
do it
stars
naturally
on
at
Earth,
all.
and even the governor of California, Arnold admitted to using steroids. In the almost 40 years since Arnold first burst onto the scene, it has now gotten
Turn
out of
these up.
control, and fake bodybuilders have gone
Look
to
at this
outrageous
dude!
lengths to get built. Here
Look-
are 10 of the most extreme cases.
Hey, listen, if you don't know who I am, turn the video off right now.
Gotta go, guys. It's been a pleasure to watch. Actually, I do know who that is. It's Greg
In
Valentine.
the good old days, before CGI was what it is today, the Hulk had to be played by a real person.
There's
For a
Lou.
few years, that person was the bodybuilder Lou Ferrigno. Although he
Man,
did more
look
flexing
at
than
that.
actual fighting in his Hulk, it was still an iconic role. And even 40 years later, it's inspired people
What
all
the-
over the world.
what
like
is
the
this
Brazilian
dude's
bodybuilder
butt-
Romario
Ah!
Alves, who calls
What?
himself the Brazilian Hulk. Not long ago, he was a normal enough
Yo.
guy, working as a security guard by day and working out in the gym in his free time. But to make the jump from muscular, normal person to the bulging Brazilian
Why?
Hulk that he is today, he needed some unnatural help. So he turned to Synthol.
Synthol, baby.
Synthol is a cocktail of oil, alcohol,
Oh man, he
and
put motor
lidocaine,
oil in his
which is anesthetic.
arms.
It fills your muscles with oil.
Look at the
numbs
fucking.
them,
Do you see
and
the
turns
tits
them
on that dude?
mimicking the
He had
appearance of
some
properly
melons.
developed muscles.
Large
Obviously, injecting this
breasts.
stuff into your body is bad news.
Yo.
And it has all sorts of negative side
Yo.
effects, like nerve damage, blocked arteries, strokes, and even oil-filled cysts. So
Ugh.
Alves, the Brazilian Hulk,
Look at this
after
dude.
injecting this stuff for a few years, got infections in his enormous biceps and came within an inch of having them amputated. The doctor told me that they would need to amputate both arms, he said. Everything
job,
in there,
man.
all
Yeah,
my
that was
muscles
worthy.
were rock. It was either that or cut all of my muscles out. In
Cut-
the end, the doctors removed his hardened muscles and he went back to bodybuilding as usual. Although you
What?
can still see the remnants of his injections and he
Hold
still
on.
calls himself-
Hold on. So they cut his muscle. They cut the dude's muscles out because he ruined his muscles by injecting Synthol, and then he went back to bodybuilding with no muscle. That okay? Just want to make
He
sure I
posts
know what's
videos
going
on
on.
his Instagram account and YouTube channel all the time.
That's
looking
a
very
mental
muscular
disorder, my
and
guy.
Completely green.
Oh
But
lord.
Alves isn't the only.
Is that him
Hulk.
now with no
An
muscle?
Iranian man named Sajjad Garibi
What?
calls himself the Iranian Hulk. He's 6'2",
Oh my
which is
God.
definitely taller than average, but not
Iranian
tall
Hulk.
enough to justify all of his 392
Dude,
pounds.
this boy is
Although
that's
he's
a
not as
thick
obviously
boy.
bulbous and injected
That is a
as his
thick one,
Brazilian
man.
Counterpart. You don't just get this way by doing a few push-ups. There have been rumors circulating that the two Hulks could actually face off against each other in an MMA fight.
The
but
two
so far,
Hulks?
nothing has materialized. Although
Who's the-
Alves has addressed
Wait,
it
that
on
guy?
Instagram with a message to the
Okay.
Iranian. I'm going to
So that guy
Rip
wants to
off your
fight
head.
him.
Mustafa is
I'm gonna go
also
with, the
known as
second.
Egyptian Popeye and Big Mo officially holds the Guinness World Record for biggest biceps in the world.
That is
but
so
not
bad.
Everyone believes that his 31-inch biceps are real.
Nobody believes.
It's obvious that they're out of the ordinary, but are they
Jesus
actually
Christ.
fake? Ismail
Yes, they're
himself has
fake.
denied it. In an attempt to clear his name, he appeared in a Japanese TV documentary where he got blood tests and x-rays to prove that he is 100% au naturel.
Yeah,
According to
uh-huh.
him, the tests all came back negative for synthol and implants, but the Guinness Book of World Records has removed him from their website for the time being.
What's he got in there?
But not everyone tries to keep their synthol use a secret. One 48-year-old Brazilian man has become famous for not only using synthol, but being proud of it. His name is VALDIR Sagado.
His arms look like a smudge.
VALDIR Synthol. He got built using more traditional means until 2013, when he decided to start injecting himself with the chemical cocktail to get that otherworldly disproportionate.
Good Lord, man, why?
Since
There's
then,
no.
he's become famous.
He's got some nice little nice titties, man.
Where he posts photos of himself flexing.
Look at the
with
size of those
captions about his
titties.
synthol use.
Show me the tits, dude. I want
SUROOR
to see his
SULTHAN
tits
is
again.
one of the most left field examples on this list.
What?
He's
Ja.
obviously doing something not quite natural to get his muscles, but that's not what's most captivating about him.
He got a big bag.
He doesn't just do his own bodybuilding, he actually owns his own gym called SUROOR Fitness Center, where he coaches others and even hosts bodybuilding contests in Abu Dhabi. But he's also got an amazing YouTube channel where he posts videos of himself working out. But that is only the beginning.
The guy's
He
a
makes
demon,
amateur
man.
comedy videos with his friends and nostalgic
Reminds me of
montages of his
ZZ.
childhood. He sings duets with his sister and drives
But
around
not
in
really.
sports cars and ridiculous modded motorcycles. He even makes PSAs about helping stray cats.
Oh, that's good then, I guess.
In all sports, there are people who
Oh, is
get
this
more
Greg?
famous
Oh,
than
everyone
he,
knows this
like
dude.
Ben Johnson, Lance Armstrong, or Barry Bonds. The same thing is true for bodybuilding and for Greg Valentino.
He was big there for a
Valentino
minute.
originally got famous as a natural bodybuilder, training for decades and even winning contests without the use of any steroids or synthetic oils.
Man,
but once
look at
he
that.
discovered how easy it was to bulk up by using a mixture of equipoise and testosterone
Nice legs, dude. I
proteinate,
mean,
he went all in.
I don't
and he
really-
denies ever using
I'm not really
synthol.
into men legs,
He
but
apparently injected 6,000 milligrams of the mixture directly into his biceps every week. He
Jesus.
described how mixing the testosterone and equipoise made it more effective than synthol.
My God.
Synthol just works one way, he said.
The fuck?
It stretches the face.
I remember this dude. Everyone
With
thought
equipoise and
this guy was just on steroids, but it turned out to be like that synthol. He was on synthol before anyone knew what it was.
You get the double whammy. You get the stretch from the oil, plus you get the localized growth from
He
the
on
blood
everything,
themselves.
man.
At their peak, his biceps measured 27 inches. But eventually, it reached a breaking point, quite literally.
I've seen this
One of his
picture.
arms was hit
He
with
went
a
on
bat,
everything. It's
and
like when you
filled
go to the like the fast food restaurant, you get your refill cup and you grab everything, the Mountain Dew, the Diet Coke, you put everything in one. That's what this guy did.
blood.
He's
So
a big,
doctor
giant,
had to
disgusting
pop
mess
it.
of soda pop.
Valentino described what happened next as less of an explosion than a deflation. And the evidence is still there today. When the muscle disappeared, the skin that covered it did not, and it hung off his arm in flaps. He eventually got the extra skin surgically removed, and now on one arm, he's got a little crater, and on the other, a scar. He uses these physical marks as evidence of the fact that he has never used synthol, a fact which it seems he'll be trying to explain away for the rest of his
Good
life.
Lord, man.
Jorge Kawagi
Good
is
Lord,
without
dude.
a doubt the most ambitious fraud on this list.
Oh.
He first became a public figure in Mexico, his home country. In the
Wait,
year
isn't this the dude that
2001,
fought a
when he showed
girl?
up on the boxing scene and claimed that in the course of his so-called boxing career, he was undefeated. And after some obviously fixed matches, he retired from the ring. But then in 2015, at the ripe young age of 47, he came back to boxing. This time
Wow.
he showed up in a match in the Philippines with some strange-looking pecs. He proceeded to knock out his opponent in about 2 minutes. And it seemed like he did the whole thing in slow motion. The consensus is that in what has to be the strangest midlife crisis ever, Kawagi got pectoral implants and flew to the
So he-
Philippines to fight in a staged boxing match in
Oh
front
my-
of a bunch of people he
How
had
could
never
you even
seen
throw a punch
before
that
in his
slow?
life and would probably never
That's
see
the slowest
again.
punch I've ever seen thrown.
And not all fake bodybuilders are bodybuilders in the traditional sense, where they go on stage and participate in a contest. Justin Jedlicka made the decision, born into a family of bodybuilders. Brad
Interesting.
Castleberry was groomed from childhood to become one. He began in competitions, but
Damn,
eventually
look at that dude.
shifted his focus onto business, using his body as an ad to sell his Castleberry branded supplements. Although the muscles on his body are definitely not filled with oil, he has been accused of using fake weights in some of his YouTube
Fake?
and
Oh boy,
Instagram
that's fake. That is 100%
Castleberry
fake.
has denied it,
That you don't
but
even
the
need
claims
to.
against him have
You
steadily
can tell the way they jiggle. That ain't real.
At the same time, it's pretty likely that his detractors are just mean people on the internet. Maybe the
yeah, that
weirdest
is kind
fake
of sus.
bodybuilder is not a single person at all.
Look at this
The whole
dude,
world
man,
of
this Ken
professional
dude.
bodybuilding has, and probably will continue to be, full of much more subtle cheating.
Oh
In
no,
fact,
he's
at
got his
this
nipples
point, it's
pierced.
not
I
even
hate that
considered
shit.
cheating, it's just the norm.
I hate
Take
my
what
nips
Arnold
touched.
Schwarzenegger, the most famous bodybuilder ever, said about his steroid use. I have no regrets about it because at that time, it was something new that came on the market, and we went to the doctor and did it under doctor's supervision.
They're on that D-ball, man.
So, everything in moderation then?
Their livers are
With-
shite. That was interesting. That was definitely a different video than I expected, but yeah, there was some weird dudes in there with the synthol. Kids, do not inject synthol into your body, okay? It's not, just don't do it. It's never a good idea. Apparently, though, it is a big issue in, like, I don't know where those guys are from, but that kind of area. I have heard some articles, seen some articles on it, and yeah, man, synthol is no joke. Most people, in fact, there's like a statistic where most of those guys have to get their arms amputated. It's disgusting. They get infected. Just don't do it, kids. Stay natty, okay? Just don't worry about it. We're not going outside anymore, all right? We're not. The world's changing. We're all going to be indoors. It's all going to be virtual reality. We're getting our things sucked virtually. Guys, if you got a video you'd like for me to watch or react to, you can tweet me at Troydan under the hashtag TroydanReacts. Thank you for watching, and kids, do not inject synthol.